This is Don't Fear Grit with Rob Taormina. Marketing strategies and advertising technologies to help you build a better business.
Today, let's go ahead and tackle the top 10 reasons why everyone should start podcasting. Now, we all know podcasting is a lot of fun, but there's some really huge benefits to launching a podcast, whether it is that you are a thought leader, a brand, or a small business owner. I really believe that everyone should consider the podcasting space. And here are the top 10 reasons that we believe that you need to get started today. The first reason, and this is not in any particular order of the least or the greatest, this is just our order of the top 10 reasons. But the first thing on our list is that it's easy and affordable. A lot of people believe that podcasting is this really hard, technology-laden process, and it's really not. Now, can it be? Yes. And there are professional studios out there that are available to you to use in order to record a professional podcast. But you can also arm yourself with the tools to be able to launch your own podcast by participating in workshops. And there's a lot of really great online resources available as well. And so it makes it really easy. Now, affordability. It is more affordable than you think. Technology is so advanced where it has lowered the cost of some of the equipment that has really empowered a lot of people, the masses, to be able to participate in podcasting. Now, you can invest in better gear and it absolutely will make a difference, but you don't have to invest in a lot of gear and really expensive gear to get started. And that's what's great about it. And this is why we believe that podcasting is both easy and affordable. The second things on our list is that we believe that is a wonderful content platform to be able to go long format. A lot of channels and platforms, they limit the ability to be able to expand on a topic, to expand on some type of message that you have, just simply because of the restrictions and limitations on that platform. Podcasting, though, does not have that. I have listened to podcasts that are a couple minutes. I've also listened to podcasts that are several hours. And what's great about it is that there's an expectation there and the community stays really engaged. Number 3, it is a wonderful way that you can support your partners, your strategic partners. So if you're in business, whether it is that you're a brand, you're a social media influencer, or even if you're a thought leader, everyone has partners in their space. And your podcast is an opportunity for you to bring them on and support and promote them. It's a win-win for both sides. The tide rises for all ships. Number 4 on our list is we believe that it is a great way to develop a personal connection with your community because the podcast community is so incredibly engaged. Once you do it, you'll get hooked and you'll realize that how wonderfully engaged your community is on that particular type of platform. Number 5 is that it provides an additional touch point to your audience through things like an RSS feed. You can even automate that process. You can get your message in front of your audience on more than one platform. In advertising and in marketing, they say it takes 7 times for you to be in front of your audience before you can influence them to make a purchasing decision. Podcasting is another tool that you can add to your arsenal of marketing tools to be able to really get in front of your audience a little bit more. Number 6 is that audio content is incredibly convenient for consumers. It is the number 1 passive consumption of information, meaning that a person can pick what they want and when they want to hear it. That is a really big deal. So if you can provide value, you become the targeted source that your audience wants to listen to. And being that more and more people are relying on podcasts, you need to be present in that community so that your audience can select you as someone to listen to. Number 7 on our list of why you should launch a podcast show is because you can, in fact, monetize it. This is a thought, an idea that oftentimes get lost because people simply don't know how to monetize it. But just because they don't know how doesn't mean that you can't. You can, in fact, monetize a podcast show. You just have to learn how to do it, and there's a bunch of ways that anyone can monetize a podcast show. Number 8 on our list is that podcast positions you as an authority in your industry. Now, earlier in a few of the other points, we mentioned that you need to have a podcast in order for someone to be able to select you to listen to you, correct? The more you actually put out more podcasts in a community where people rely on that for their consumption of information, is if you become the go-to source, you become the authority in your space, in your community, in your industry. In order for you to be considered, though, an authority, you have to be present, which is why you need to start a podcast. Number 9 on our list is voice is the medium. It is true. It literally, some of the biggest changes in technology has literally just helped podcasting take off. Things like Google and Amazon, yes, Apple as well, has positioned the podcast to be the number one content solution. They have placed voice in pretty much every single household. In fact, they have placed several voice devices in many households across the country. Being that we are a voice-first world and we're going in this frictionless society where voice is the primary command, you need to position yourself then on those devices, A, to be recommended, and B, to simply have your voice have the ability to be heard. If you're not present in a community where people are consuming information, you simply will not get recommended. It's very, very simple. So another reason why you need to start a podcast. And last on our list, which is actually one of the first things that I mentioned, is the fact that podcasting is a lot of fun. It really is a ton of fun to be able to sit down and record something that you're passionate about, or to be able to sit alongside someone that you respect and that's in your space, and to be able to interview them on your podcast and get the reactions from the podcasting community because they're so engaged. Podcasting is so much fun. It is incredibly easy, and it's more affordable than you think. I highly recommend everyone and anyone. It doesn't matter if you own a business or not, if you're a thought leader, if you are a professional in the service industry like an attorney or a doctor, you're a social media influencer. If in fact you are someone who has a message that you want to reach more people, then podcasting is something that you need to consider. Google it, start somewhere, try it out. It's so much fun. But here's what I recommend. Don't do it alone. Definitely sign up for a community, participate in a workshop, let people who have navigated these roads before help to arm you and to educate you and show you the path, show you the step-by-step process, because you don't want to try it and stop and quit, because podcasting can be a huge, huge thing for you. It's something that it could really benefit you and your business and what you're doing long-term. So I highly recommend joining a community, participating in a workshop. You can join ours. We have one at launchmypodcastshow.com. You're welcome to check it out. But if you're somewhere else in the world or somewhere else around the country, I'm sure there's something local to you that you can participate in to help you get off the ground and launch your very own podcast, because podcasting is awesome. It is absolutely awesome. Guys, thanks for joining us. This is our top 10 reasons of why we think that everyone should launch their own podcast. We would love to know what your reasons are for launching your own podcast. You can always message us on any one of our platforms and social media communities, and you can always comment and subscribe and do all those wonderful things. But it would mean the world to us if you also get other people to join our community, share this with others. We want to grow this community and be a support group for podcasters all around the world. So until next time, guys, launch your podcast show, be comfortable and confident, because you guys can do it.